We have a new segment today on TMJ4 News at 4 where we talked about the world of sports business, and we have someone I know a lot of you remember, Mark Kass!
You've been waiting to do that now. How many times does that happen when I'm not here? You still do that, don't you?
And we have the music and the
horns are back?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that the horns are back.
Erica for doing that.
That is
awesome.
amazing. Who can forget Mark? He's now a senior VP at Team Lammi, a sports marketing agency here in Milwaukee, and oversees the Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame. And now that the big games are over, the Olympics, Team USA has walked away with their medals. The big question, that's amazing.
Yeah.
How do we translate that notoriety, that spotlight into dollars?
You'll see a lot of it. You'll see over the next few months, you'll see them on ads. You'll see them on shows. We're already seeing them come here in September at the Forum for a show with all the gymnasts will be here. So I mean, it happens. You have to look back at kind of other Olympics. Think of all the big athletes, and it happens for a long time. Once you win that medal, you are known for a long time. You know, we don't pay. I mean, as a country, we don't actually help the athletes a lot. We pay some money for gold medals, unlike other countries who pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. But yet here they have a long runway. Think about kind of one of the people here in Milwaukee, Bonnie Blair, won the Olympics in '88 and '92. Still incredibly well known in the area. Still works for us actually and gets paid because of those medals. And she brings those medals to events, and it's pretty cool. I've held a gold medal. I've tried to say I won it. I don't think anybody believes that, but she still brings that. They are such a. I mean, it's so unique. I mean, they have a long runway ahead of themselves.
Yeah, well, and I think one thing about Bonnie Blair too is, like, you know, she's our hometown girl. She's so down to earth and so kind to everybody who meets her. Yeah,
she's amazing. But you know, we all still think of her. She won 7 medals. I know. She's still 5 golds. It's crazy.
That is so amazing.
But she makes appearances still and speaks on those from the 90s. That's incredible. So that shows you kind of the length of that can be.
All right, so let's talk about the Brewers. They unveiled, they're surveying fans about the potential for all these really interesting ideas around American Family Field. You got to think Titletown-ish kind of thing.
Or right here, kind of in our downtown with the big screen and the food and the drink. Not surprising. I think this is happening all over the country, and it's all about revenue. It's about having that area all year round, kind of spending money, kind of people. Think about right now, kind of near Juneau and that area now where they have all the restaurants and the bars, which weren't there before because of traffic all year round. So I think this makes sense with Brewers. The other thing that's interesting with this is all the money kind of made off season, not at Brewer games, is not shared among all the teams. It's kept by the Brewers. So it's important for them as they need more revenue, as they have higher salaries. It's key to have that.
Real quick question, when we think back right over at AmFam Field, there used to be that restaurant there. Did that serve the same purpose?
Well, they still have a restaurant in the stadium, so I mean, it really works for them there. But I think what they're trying to do is have something outside so you don't have to enter the stadium. So they can have like a sporting event. So like on the Super Bowl weekend, have a huge event out in the parking lot. Again, to see more activity there all year round.
Makes sense.
All right, so Wisconsin Athletic Hall of Fame, it's your baby.
Big week. Yeah. I got a sign.
All right, a big one, a big LED sign.
You know, it's been kind of years in the making. It's now hung up. We're really starting to highlight our athletes, starting to highlight some of our sponsors, starting to highlight the community. Just a huge step. You'll see a lot more happening there over the next couple of weeks, but to see this LED board up there is cool because it adds so much activity in an area we've seen so much. Think about what's going on across the street with the expansion of the convention center. That area is hot, and we just thought it's time to really kind of lighten that thing up.
And you're talking about the area adjacent to the
Panther Arena. Just kind of walk down there. You can see the board. We're gonna put you up there, Susan. Susan Kim.
That sounds awful.
Watch this, or how about watch this show every like every other Thursday at 4.
We would love that promotion, right, Andrea?
No doubt about it. Because 4 is the place.
That's right. It's always the place to be.
Well, we appreciate you.
Yeah, Mark, thanks so much for
always
being here.
Good to be here.
Nice to see you. So we'll be seeing you every 2 weeks?
Every 2 weeks, we're going to talk sports. We're going to talk kind of the impact of sports, and I'm also going to have a few people I'm going to bring along.
All right.
So it's going to be fun.
All right, sounds good. Thanks so much.
Good
to see you again.